So this video is going to be going over what exactly is it that you learn with tonal silence, which is the brand that I'm starting, TONAL silence. Not going to tell anybody what that means, but so what happens is that I point out, very obviously you can intellectually point out that, hey, all of your perceptions are happening in awareness. And you go, okay, cool, yeah, I'm aware of it. How is it that I'm aware of it? Oh, because it's arising inside of my awareness. So somebody can point out to you that you're in awareness, and then you go, okay, so can somebody point out to you that, can you feel awareness? And you go, okay, yeah, I feel that I'm aware, or feeling is in my awareness, right? So when you notice that feeling is in your awareness, that means that you're physically sure, you have a physical knowing that you're in awareness. You're touching it, right? The implications of the sense of touch arising in awareness is where a lot of magic starts to happen, right? So anywhere that you can feel that you're in awareness, you're seeing this contact point between your awareness and your ability to push on or interact with the world, right? It's like the definition of yourself has to be, I am that which is aware. I am who is aware. Right. So then at that point, once you're cognizant of that, you could have a mental awakening of like, oh, I am aware of thoughts, and from this point of awareness, I can pink elephant, fire ants, Zimbabwe, right? I know that from my point of empty awareness, unknowable empty awareness, I can cause these ripples of thought. I can change the world of thought, right? You can look at it, you can practice thinking stuff, triangles, squares, sacred geometry. I'm going to think about the Gospel of Luke. I am going to think about Thor. Right? You have this ability to think, and so you can see that from you are thinking. And then, so you see that, oh, I have control, I have mastery over the thought realm. I can think entire mythologies. I can have all-encompassing worldviews. I can say a mantra over and over and over again. I can not care about any of that at all, right? You can have total mastery of the thought world. If you can be guided to, I feel, all of my feeling is in awareness, and you go, okay, how do I change what I feel? And I go, okay, I'm aware of the steering wheel, now I feel the steering wheel, right? I can be aware of the breath, and then now I feel the breath. I'm aware of my right ear, I'm now feeling my right ear. Or I can be aware of my right ear, and now I'm feeling my right ear. And so at that standpoint of feeling, something else has happened. The same way that I go, okay, circles, triangles, pink elephants, I'm changing the thought realm. If I go right ear, all this sudden, this is a big, I've somehow moved something in my awareness. I've put two things together, right? You put two things together and you get feeling. So somehow when you notice your breath, when you notice your body, you feel that you're in awareness. Like I can notice my skin, right? So when I start noticing and feeling my skin, there's physical contact between my awareness and the object with the feeling. So practices of feeling, of sitting there, like you can feel your skin, you can feel your air, your ear, but what happens if you start feeling the inside of your finger, you start feeling your heartbeat? That is awareness coming into contact with itself. And so you with the water techniques and the water breathing that I've developed, you can start to understand the nature of awareness, and the nature of awareness is the nature of water. It is water. And so when you come into contact with yourself, when you come into contact with these perceptions, and you can go from, I have the idea of the sky, and then you can start to feel the sky. I have the idea of my ear, you can start to feel the ear. I have the idea of the steering wheel, I can start to feel the steering wheel. And so within your awareness, there's always a shift that you can have from being intellectually aware of something to feeling it. And that's the shift from, like, let's say that you're a wave pattern over here, you go, I'm detecting waves from over there, and that's how I see it. That's the light. But you're feeling yourself from the standpoint of your awareness as there's not a wave phenomenon, it's that which is underneath the waves. It's the water under the waves. So you can shift to that water under the waves, and suddenly you can go from I see that which is over there to I feel that which is over there. And that shift is identical to going from I see the coffee can, I feel the coffee can. And when you shift to feeling, at first you might not have very much control, right? The first time that you start feeling a world is infancy. And so, like, babies, they might be able to feel stuff, but they can't manipulate it. They can't crush coffee cans. They can't move things around. But as you get stronger and stronger and older, that thing that was just feeling becomes the ability to control and to interact with and to manipulate, all right? You know, control is, maybe you don't want to think of it that way, but you can feel and participate in the event, that thing's life, right? I think we see all the time that you don't want to be, okay, I share awareness with that thing over there, so now I'm going to control it from this secret subterranean consciousness that we all share. Like, so I am over here and controlling all that is. It's like, it's not that. It's I over here can participate with and love everything, right? So there's this maniacal thing to where you go, okay, I'm feeling that which is over there. I want to have crazy ass telekinetic powers. And I think this is even encoded in mythology, like The Boys, or like what all the superhero shows these days. It's like a superhero is somebody that's figured that out of, like, oh, I'm the awareness underneath this reality, and so, like, I can feel and control and manipulate everything as if it's my own body. Doing that, like donning the role of superhero, it just does, there's no way that it doesn't cause psychopathic corruption, right? And money is practiced for becoming spiritually illuminated, right? Like, if you're spiritually illuminated, it's the same as having a gazillion dollars. It's the exact same. Because it's like, with a gazillion dollars, you can cause anything to do anything you want anywhere. And that's the same thing that happens with the spiritual realization, is that you can cause anything you want to happen anywhere. And you realize that actually, no, by using money, the money is using you. By using the spiritual powers, those forces are using you, and it goes off the rails. So it's like, money is a good standpoint of, like, can you have tremendous wealth and just participate in the dance without like eye powering it, right? So it's like that. That's where feeling awareness leads, is that you're embodying, you are awareness itself. As you feel your body, you come into that water, and the way that you come into that water creates the shape of the body. But when you enter into a body of water, you're entering into the whole thing. So it's like you're incarnated into this specific body, and that specific body is your connection to your higher consciousness and all that stuff. But your body is the whole ocean. And so it's swim, like, so the what you learn with tonal silence is how to swim. And so at first, when you're thrown into water, yeah, you can feel the water. Yes, true, 100%. Yay, you're awake, you're in the water. But okay, you can tread water, right? But being taught how to swim is a totally different thing. So to go from just, I can go from point A to point B, I'm higher consciousness, I'm awake, whatever. That's what people get all the time with psychedelics and meditative practices and all that. But the deep lucid realization is similar to stroke technique, right? And so there's not a huge shift. Everyone goes, okay, do you want to wake up or not? Do you want to? And it's like, okay, I was not in the water, I was not aware of the water, to now I'm in the water. And you go, okay, well, how do I have a deeper awakening? How do I have a deeper realization once I've been thrown into water? And you're like, okay, yeah, I'm floating in the true nature of being. It's to to look at the true nature of being and study it, and to realize that it has these definite patterns by which you can start to feel into it and develop better stroke technique, right? More beautiful movement. Like how exactly do I put my attention and my awareness so that my whole body is generating lift and interaction with the water? It's whatever. It's the difference between doggy paddle. I don't know anything to like, oh, you could be a synchronized swimmer, or you could go to a swim meet. It's like those higher forms of participation show that you are truly participating more deeply in consciousness, and not just kind of drowning or whatever. And yeah, so